Notice is hereby given of a regular meeting of the City of Friendswood Planning and Zoning Commission to be held Thursday, October 28th, 2021, beginning at approximately 7 p.m. in the council chambers at City Hall located at 910 South Friendswood Drive, Friendswood, Texas. The Planning and Zoning Commission regular meeting is called to order. We will now receive any communication from the public or committee liaisons to the commission. To comply with provisions of the Open Meetings Act, the commission may not deliberate on subjects discussed under this agenda item. However, the commission may direct such subjects to be placed on a later regular commission agenda for discussion and/or possible action. Is there anyone from the public that would like to speak at this time? Seeing none. Next is our consent agenda. These items are considered routine or ministerial in nature and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion of items unless the commissioner so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Is there a motion to approve the minutes for the Planning and Zoning Commission regular meeting held Thursday, October 14th, 2021?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Shows to be unanimous. Next are our action items. According to the Planning and Zoning Rules of Procedure R 2020-17, all action of the commission shall be made by an affirmative vote of 4 or more members of the commission present at such commission meetings. Our first action item tonight is consideration and possible action regarding the approval of a partial preliminary plat of Avalon at Friendswood Section 2, a private subdivision being 46.311 acres of land out of the Mary Fabro Survey A-69, City of Friendswood, Galveston County, Texas. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Aubrey, is that you with the staff summary this evening?
Yes, sir. So this is the preliminary plat for the next section of Avalon at Friendswood. This is the southern side of the lake. This plat consists of 67 lots, including it's a variety of 60, 70, and 80-foot lots in accordance with the approved land plan that was part of the PUD.
Okay. Mark?
I don't have any questions, thank you.
Huh?
There's not really any big changes over what we saw before.
No.
No questions then?
Travis?
None.
Rich?
I'm good.
Kathy?
No questions.
I have none as well. So we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Shows to be unanimous. Okay.
Thanks for coming anyway.
Okay with no comment.
Okay, our next and our final action item is consideration and possible action regarding the approval of a one-time, one-year extension of the RBO development final plat. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Aubrey?
This is a one-time, one-year extension of a final plat. Red Ball Oxygen's had some challenges working out the details to install a public water line that they had to extend to their property. So I believe they are moving forward with it now. So they just need more time. They'll actually install the water line, and since it's a public line, it'll have to be tested and accepted by City Council, and then we'll record the plat and they can move forward with building permits.
All right. Tom?
No questions of this.
Mark?
Good to go.
All right. Kathy, anything?
Just a question for my own education. Is a year, that seems like a long time. Is it typical that we would extend a year? For this?
Yes, so preliminary plats, you can extend at one time for 6 months, and then, and then final plats, you can extend for a year.
Okay, because my recollection was 6 months and a year seemed long. But this
Yeah.
is the final. Got
Yes.
it. Thank you.
Yeah.
No further questions.
Good. Rich?
No, okay.
Travis? Okay, me either. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Shows to be unanimous. Our next agenda topic is consideration and possible action regarding future planning and zoning commission dates. Aubrey?
Just a reminder, we voted at the last meeting, since both of our meetings in November fall on holidays for the city, that our one meeting in November will be Thursday, November 18th at 7 p.m.
Thank you. Communications are next, starting with commissioner updates on anything that you wish to communicate, including suggestions for future agenda items, subcommittee updates, general comments, or any updates from your liaison assignments. Mark, I'll start with you.
I have nothing to say.
Kath? Pitch?
I've got nothing.
Travis?
Just did the GCCDD the other day, and it was interesting. It's my first visit there, so interesting how they go through their process and everything, but not anything really to pass. A lot of League City stuff.
Oh, could you put your mic up? Your mic shows to be on.
Shows to be on. Oh, sorry. Gotcha. So good experience for me, and then I'll be attending those in the future. That's it.
Perfect. Thank you. Tom?
We did have a ordinance subcommittee meeting last week. Talked about the PUDs and some potential modifications to that. Nothing real major, but just really looking at the qualifications for a PUD. So we'll be passing that around in the subcommittee and try to get something out to everybody.
All right. The only thing I have is that Rich, and I believe Kathy, you're going to the APA Rich, Kathy, and myself are going to the APA conference in Fort Worth, along with Becky. Aubrey is going to stay behind and take one for the team and go to the city council meeting. So with that, though, with us being out, I usually try to go to all the city council meetings just to support Aubrey and Becky. And then sometimes questions come up from time to time during city council meetings. If by chance any of you that aren't going to the APA conference, if you could work it into your schedule, the city council meeting is at 6 p.m. Just, if you can make it, that would be great. Monday, thank you. That's a good point. So yeah, Monday at 6 p.m. It's a lot of P&Z type items. A lot of the things we voted on last time in our last meeting will be on city council's agenda. So I'd appreciate that. Not a have to do, but definitely appreciate the support. Okay, with that, council liaisons update is next. Council member Hanks.
I have nothing, except thank you. Thank you for saying it. It is all about P&Z right now.
Yes.
The next couple of years, it's all gonna be construction, so this is all about P&Z.
A lot of items and a lot of hard work by a lot of people to get it to you guys at this point.
Absolutely.
So, okay, thank you. Next are staff updates. Aubrey?
Just the items on Monday's agenda are the 3 zone changes that we had at our last meeting. So the Klein Elementary SUP, the hotel SUP, and Banfield office zone change, and then the subdivision ordinance and future land use map. So those are the items on that agenda.
Becky?
Yes, sir. Actually, I do have good news. So the subdivision ordinance, one of the things we were talking about was getting rid of the sidewalk fund. We have been talking with our engineering department on the feasibility of putting in the sidewalks for the funds that we have collected. And I got an email today that said they can do it.
All right.
Almost all of them, and the city will pitch in the balance.
Right.
And it was a little over $20,000 that the city would pitch in for it. So they're gonna get bids from their not bids from their contractor, but get scheduling from their contractor and start moving forward on physically installing those sidewalks.
Absolutely.
That is great.
It moved really fast.
Did you say almost all of them? Do you know
Almost
which
all
ones
of them.
we
So the one on Beamer, the paintball
Right, of
zone,
course.
we
Of
told
course.
them don't mess with that because it's outside of our city
right.
limits. And then the small piece of sidewalk that would have gone down Hunter's Lane
Yes,
on the left-hand
yes,
side
yes,
of
yes,
Massa
yes.
because
That makes no sense.
Makes no
it's
sense.
all landscaping and it just dead ends
Trees.
into a wall. And there is a sidewalk on the opposite side of Hunter's that goes into the pedestrian gate. So
Yeah, no, that makes
the rest of
perfect
them,
sense.
they think they can do it.
All the ones on 518 and 528.
Yes, sir.
Now
That
We'll
is the best news I've heard in a long time.
we'll
That's
see.
And the
That-
sidewalk on the West Ranch property from Avalon to the school property is done.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm I meant to talk about that. I saw it, and it went all the way through the one little section we weren't sure.
Right.
And so, good on you for saying, hey, let's do it all that we can do, and then we'll figure out that other one, and it was done. Awesome.
Thank you for pushing that through, Becky.
Yeah, no, it's a
Very nice.
team effort. So yeah, that's great news on sidewalk.
Great.
Great, good job. Okay, with that, if there's nothing else, the October 28th, 2021 Planning and Zoning regular meeting is now adjourned.